Oh, there's water? There's water and there's my Bronco? No more worries.
Buckle up, Buttercup!
Welcome back to the channel. I hope you liked that nice little intro, but as you can see, this is not Buttercup. No, this is a 2.7, and this Bronco is named Dirt Horse. My friend Charles, which you've probably seen in a lot of videos, is upgrading his Bronco to have a snorkel, and he just so happens to know the guy to put this thing on. So with that said, this is our unofficial announcement of Buckle Up Buttercup Garage. Charles is one of our very first customers for Buckle Up Buttercup Garage to get work done on his Bronco by the one and only Jim Metusky. Yeah, that weird guy. This is not a task I was willing to tackle for Buckle Up Buttercup Garage. I want to put all the pressure on Jim because adding a snorkel requires drilling in this. Yes, in this. So, fingers crossed, Jim, don't let us down.
So like KRISTA said, today we're going to be installing this Airaid Snorkel on Charles's 2.7 liter Bronco. So this does fit both the 2.3 and the 2.7s with the factory airbox and the K&N airbox. Also, like KRISTA said, this does require some permanent modification. So once we get started with cutting and chopping, there's not really any turning back. But I got all the confidence in the world. Let's get this bad boy on.
What's funny is this was the pile that Buttercup left when Jim was working on it before Charles got here. And now we got this one. Should Charles let him do this?
I wouldn't.
Charles, are you confident?
I want to take your fender if he messes up.
Uh-oh. Jim?
This is my first time. Just kidding, we got a ton of experience here. But while I'm busy prepping the paint here for the incision, we're gonna have Miss KRISTA here cut out all these templates so we know where to make the holes.
Why is that my job?
I feel like it should be a job you do. I mean, you can cut the hole, I'll cut the template.
No.
Okay, Kyla, we have a job.
Yes.
We have to cut out some templates in my messy office. This is where all the magic happens.
Yes.
Okay, let's find scissors. Hey, look at that! I'm gonna cut this and make sure I do a good job because I don't want Charles to kill me and I don't want Charles to take my fender off the Buttercup. That would be good. I got all of the cutting done, got all the templates, and I wanted to show you guys Chewy because it's been a while since she's been on camera. Chewy, hi! Can you say hi to everybody? Chewy! Hi, Chewy. What's he doing? Hi. Templates are done.
Yay!
And I cut them very good.
Is that a joke or is that real?
This is what I was supposed to do, right?
No.
Huh?
Huh? No, you did exactly what you're supposed to. Thank you. Well, first I'd like to thank KRISTA and the kids for cutting out these templates ever so nice. They fit perfect on the car, which is actually really convenient from Airaid to be able to provide those life size for you. So it's not like you had to download an app or anything like that and print these things out. They came in the box the correct size. So as long as you cut it on the lines and line it up as they say, this thing fits pretty good, but it's time to get to cutting and do all the butt squeezing work.
Are you sure you want to go through with this?
No.
This is gonna hurt me.
Probably.
Okay.
Basically what I'm doing is just placing small indentations where I want my drill bit to just kind of sit so that once it takes, it just kind of drills straight in, and then with our hole saw, it's going to make the vast majority of the cut, and then we'll just kind of straight line cut across. But for that initial bit bite, we're just going to kind of tap in and should be pretty good to go. What I'm going to do is some small pilot holes, and that's just to make sure that once I get to the larger hole saw, that it doesn't walk around and start, scraping the fender all up, which is exactly what Charles here doesn't want. So start with a small hole, easy incision. There it is, no going back.
There's officially a hole.
Now that we got the pilot holes drilled, the fun stuff. Let's do it.
How are you feeling?
Ready to take your fender off.
Okay, here we go. There it is.
Oh, where is it? There it is. Oh my gosh.
Man, I hope I'm in the right spot.
Oh my gosh.
All right, here we go.
Oh no.
Wow. Crazy.
Let's kind of do a little test fit here, make sure the hole's where it should be. And the good news is it fits.
Looks good.
Yeah. Now that we got the big hole done and all the damage is there, we can start kind of working with our 1/2-inch mounting holes. I've already kind of drilled some pilots there, so now when I use the bigger bit, it doesn't kind of move all around. So let's go ahead and get those done.
You think I should let Jimmy do this to Buttercup?
Yes.
You think I should?
Yes.
You trust him enough? The truth comes out.
I would not do that.
You wouldn't do that?
No. No.
Jimmy, you're in trouble, Kyla says.
Oh no, that's a bummer. It's kind of late for that. Now that we have all of our holes drilled, we pull our tape and our templates off and really kind of look at the damage.
Ooh, now that hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Charles, there are holes in your Bronco. Like big holes.
We put some acrylic paint on all of our exposed edges. So while that paint dries, we're gonna throw our little rubber isolator onto the snorkel and go from there. So once I've got the actual snorkel on, all this fits pretty good, but with all the holes lined up, the body line lined up very well. There is an additional mounting point up here that I'll try to show you, and it doesn't look like that hole lines up at all, but it is just a plastic hole drilled into this material. So all I had to do is kind of measure up, guesstimate where another hole would go, drill it, I can see it, so now I can bolt it down and everything fits good. Well, we got the vast majority of the snorkel attached. So now there is this little piece here. There's actually a little silicone piece that goes here. But what this does is we have to make another incision on the top of your factory airbox and then bolt this with a rubber seal onto that. But, you know, before I start getting to that, I'm just kind of doing a little mock-up again to make sure everything fits and it's where it's supposed to be. Good news is it looks like it lines up where it's supposed to be, so we are in good shape. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this off, take the top of the airbox off, and there's actually an additional template we have that will lay on the airbox topper and then do another hole saw cut into that. And then once we bolt it all together, I think we are ready to fire this thing up. And we're going to make a 4-inch hole saw cut into the top of this box. Have our silicone pre-installed so that I can bolt this all down, slide the silicone coupler over, tighten it all up, and I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, we got it done, and by we, I mean Jim. So Charles, do you recommend Jim?
I do. I had confidence in him the whole time.
Me too. Like,
I
you
never
know,
doubted him for a second.
yeah,
Nice.
cutting a hole like in a Bronco, like not scary at all.
I was gonna take your fender, but you know.
Jim, what are
Yes.
your thoughts about the install on this thing?
Well, all in all, it really wasn't that bad. Airaid does say it takes about 3 hours, and for a first timer, I would say somewhere around there. I mean, if you're not confident with cutting into sheet metal, then, you know, I don't know if this is really a job for you.
There is one thing that was sort of a drawback or a little odd, because you would think if you're adding a snorkel, that hole up there is going to be your primary source of air intake.
Yeah, you would think that. I mean, one thing that I do find a little bit shocking with this is because we have rubber gaskets and seals for all of the new snorkel, you would think that they might even get rid of the old draw pipe that comes from the factory. So that is still hooked up in this case, and there is no block off or anything at the moment that allows no water to enter through that factory hole.
we're gonna wrap it up. That's it for this video. It's late, it's dark, we're tired, and we're hungry. So until next time, buckle up, Buttercup.